Next up, Midna's Lament.
Lament.
That's how I read it as a kid, and now it's just stuck that way. Midna's Lament from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I guess a little bit of spoiler warnings. Leading up to this point, your goal has been to collect the fused shadows, which should be able to defeat the evil king of darkness for Twilight, Zant. However,
you have to defeat his aunt?
Zant.
The evil king of shadows, Zant?
The evil king of Twilight, Zant.
Is he an ant?
No.
The evil king of Twilight has an aunt?
That's a dark prince?
So once you've completed the third dungeon, you'd think you're done there. But you're teleported to one of the shrines for the lake spirit. And who's to greet you there? None other than Zant. And you get smacked. You get wrecked. You get pummeled. You get creamed. You get shreked. You've gotten everything you worked for, and you just get tossed to the side. In the process, both you and Midna are cursed.
I'm pretty sure we're cursed right now.
I'm doing my best.
Let me just stop you there. I like this song because it has a pretty piano, and it goes do 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 do, and I'm like, I feel to it.
Twilight Princess to me was kind of the first game that was very story driven, because before that it was, Mario, Yoshi's Island, where the plot is kind of secondary.
Well, Twilight Princess is a really dark game in comparison to the previous, like Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time, although Majora's Mask is pretty dark. Yeah. But it was just more of a mature game, and a lot of the kids that grew up on Zelda were getting older and could play this game. This song like epitomized the darkness in that game, and it's also just really nice. It's just a really nice song. Like I feel like you could play this song in a classical setting and people would be like, wow, that's nice.
It's a lament. It's sad.
If there's anything we know to do and like to do, it's lament. Very sad.
Cool. Yep.
All right.
That was going somewhere.
Next song. Okay.
Made myself dizzy.
So the next song on the list is RuneScape 2 music, most specifically Sea Shanty 2. However, a lot of just the RuneScape 2 music that got lost is also good. Because you like walk around, you have like 1,000 songs and they all like switch in on themselves and you never know which one's on. So like all of them just kind of have the same feeling to me. But this one specifically, we'll narrow it to one for this. RuneScape hit its stride in the early to mid 2000s. You could not only play with your friends online, but chat with them too. It's like MSN Messenger put together with a video game. This song is the soundtrack of my world opening up. Every time I booted up that old block Dell computer and waited for the necessary 30 minutes for it to start, I was greeted with the sweet loading screen of my forefathers and the Jarls of Jagex itself, the cheap sound bit trumpet mixed with the piano harp and template drums. They taught an entire generation that achieving anything took days and days and years of your time. 15 years later, I am still nowhere close to beating the game. I will be cold in the ground before I let them get the best of me, and I will sit here and farm potato seeds all day, Mom.
You showed her.
Okay, I think RuneScape music was made by like legitimately one guy on a synthesizer in his basement, and it was great. Everything was from the little weird soundtracks and very like stock sounds.
It definitely has a distinct character.
Yeah. And it was simple because kids didn't think about it. And in the early 2000s, everything kind of had that feel. It was either like crazy solos and grunge death, or it was super simple and it was like on a website kind of music and some guy got paid a few bagels and a slap on the back.
Yeah.
Anyways, this game continues to be a game and it's very unique. But the music was good. It doesn't have this music anymore, so the music from 2006 was good. Our friend has like 400 days played in that game.
Yeah, it's over a year.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Next up is Ganado 1 from Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 was the first horror game I really dipped my toes into, and what a fun, bloody pool to dip them in. Yeah.
Go on.
So a lot of the gameplay, it's about where every enemy could potentially wreck you if you're not careful. And like, you don't know where they're coming from, you can't see around the corner, and the music reflects that. But Resident Evil 4's approach to scaring the players is more, you know where the enemies are because they're coming from everywhere. It's
Like Space Invaders.
yeah, sure. Resident Evil's enemies and design are to just put pressure on you. If you play well, you're rewarded with more items and helpful ammo, more health items. But if you miss, you're gonna end up burning through a lot of stuff.
I like when songs do that, when they like, you don't even know that you're listening to like a song, you're just sort of feeling what it's doing to you while you're playing the game. And I think that's what they need, like that's what songs need to be doing in video games, is not take away from the video game.
Yeah, it's not a it doesn't have like a distinct melody at all, but when I was looking up stuff for this, the second I heard it, I recognized it immediately.
And I think it's supposed to kind of sound like you're dragging like 25 cats that are clawing the ground across the ground, and some sort of deep wailing happening in the background. But it's supposed to sound like that because it's zombies, right?
So, and they're not even technical here. They're not technically zombies. They're infected by a thing called Lost Plagueis, which is more parasitic than a virus.
I wouldn't know anything about zombies. Never made any content about zombies.
As a result, while a zombie is nice and slow, kind of lumbering, these things are quick, they're intelligent.
Unlike us.
Yeah.
Next on the list is Sky Chase Zone from Sonic 2. Oh, sweet Sonic. The chaos that was Metropolis Zone in the previous level spits you out into the sky, chasing after Robotnik's big old space station plane. For a bit, it's comforting. You're just out in the sky. Suddenly, enemies start flying at you in all directions. I mean, look how sharp those birds are, and the bombs. It's like you're fighting the Red Baron with the peanuts.
Just all the peanuts.
They're all
Just
there.
all of them.
It's funny, you're almost actually at the end of the game at this time, yet it's really peaceful music. So it's kind of like a small reprieve before the end game happens. You have these like little lead line synth pieces and a killer bass line and a really nice little 1992 drums. But I can remember normally dying during this mission and like getting game overs around this time when I was a kid playing on the Sega Genesis. And if you fall off the plane at all, you plummet and die. And it's just, there's so many lives lost between this and the being on Robotnik's plane in the next level. Anyways, you really get a full picture of the music when it's grooving and you're running in midair and you actually guide the plane. And ultimately, this is one of my very favorite songs in a video game of all time, and it certainly changed how I view melodies. And you could really say that this song kicks some serious tails.
Oh, I get it, because tails!
Shut up! Finally, we have Rivers in the Desert from Persona 5. So this song is over the last fight. So I'm gonna have to tiptoe around.
Spoiler alert for Persona 5.
Honestly, this spot could be taken about just about any song on this track. It has a great mix of like jazz, rock, and since they're all kind of thieves, there's a lot of heist kind of style, kind of James Bond inspired things. This song, I think, could be a Bond song.
It has like super grooving bass and like it's kicking, and I don't know, the singing is really good. The arrangement just seems really nice. Very modern, and it's nice to have in like a Nintendo game or a Sega Nintendo game.
It was released on it was PlayStation exclusive.
I guess it's really nice on a PlayStation game. And it's also like on the new Smash game. That's where I first heard it.
Yeah.
Was in like the windscreen for the Joker.
Like the whole style of this game just really took me because, as someone who works a full-time job, it's kind of hard to get into a 90+ hour, very narrative heavy game.
Yeah.
But it just enveloped me in its own style, and it has a really unique story for the type of game it is.
Yeah.
In a genre that really has a lot of, you're the reincarnation, you're the chosen one, now go collect all the baubles type thing.
Yes.
But yeah,
I've seen a lot of people play it online. I've never played it myself, but it definitely that's the last arc kind of the game music. It just feels like everything's kind of culminating to this one last moment in this song. So thanks for watching. We're going to make more videos like this in the future. Be sure to subscribe here and follow us on our social medias right here. We're putting up somewhere on the screen at the moment. Be sure to go and subscribe to DJ's channel right here somewhere.
hopefully what I'm working on will be done.
Yeah, hopefully by the time this releases, his new video is going to be out. So go give him some love. Go subscribe and like his videos and things. Let us know what lists or videos or discussions about anything, video games or just music or albums, like what we can do moving forward. Thanks for watching. And DJ, anything else you want to say to the people for you? Anything else you want to mention?
Wait.
off.